Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today, I just want to simply entitle this lesson, Life and Death Are in the Power of the Tongue, And that's a quote from, Proverbs 18:21, which I'm going to read that scripture. But, I pretty much want to go into, this clip that I'm going to feature a woman, that was, killed. Let me see, Sunday, July 14th. She was a rapper. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure brothers have heard the story, about this woman. So I'm just going to play the clip, let it speak for itself. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And, just for, copyright sake, these clips that I'm going to use are going to be for fair use.
Should have never died. you should have never played with me, because then I got to take it to the 3rd degree, So when I look at this little tombstone, I be like, man, it's crazy. So September 23rd is like the day I dropped Pond Them Top. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put that on there. Well, not really. Really, it's 3 years ago I dropped Pond Them Top. This like the anniversary, and I just happen to have court on this day. Everything just came together. So I got this to be extra childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't gonna do about it.
Smoking on that Axwood pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact, I got to smoke on this dead as we speak. Hold up.
And that's why she died, because again, man, obviously the dude that, unalived her, obviously he was a nigga. He probably deserved what he got, but either way it goes, man, he's gone. Why make fun of this man for what you did, regardless if it was out of self-defense or not? Come on, man. That's low. And then really, as far as this whole drill culture, which, Chicago, rap has popularized, disrespecting the dead. For those that don't know, they'll say that, for somebody that killed, that gets killed, we smoking on this person or that person, man. It's complete madness. But, you see she has no regard even for that individual's family. She clearly said, she's going to make them mad, but they weren't going to do nothing. But clearly that wasn't the case. So I'm going to play this other clip, which is going to play the same thing, but it's going to go into, the news that broke forth as well. So play it one more time.
Never died. you should have never played with me, because then I got to take it to the 3rd degree. So when I look at this little tombstone, I be like, man, it's crazy. So September 23rd is like the day I dropped Pond Them Top. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put that on there. Well, not really. Really, it's 3 years ago I dropped Pond Them Top. This like the anniversary, and I just happen to have court on this day. Everything just came together. So I got this to be extra fucking childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't gonna do shit about it.
Smoking on that Axwood pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact, I got to smoke on this dead motherfucker as we speak. Hold.
A few moments later.
Family and friends gathered outside Glamour Beauty Supply in Oakland Sunday, many in tears as they paid tribute to local female rapper and entrepreneur Tanda God. They confirmed to KRON 4 she was shot and killed at a grand opening event for the beauty store Saturday. Tan posted on Instagram just before the shooting.
Here, I got Granny in the cut, don't play with it.
She also promoted the event a week before, saying she would be at Glamour Beauty for a meet and greet. Shots rang out at the strip mall on 40th Street and Telegraph Avenue around 5 p.m. People ran into this donut shop to take cover.
I heard some shooting. I thought it was part of like their music or...
A man who works there who does not want to be identified described the chaotic scene.
I just saw like 2 or 3 people start running into my store and like, you know, they're shooting. And people started pulling out of the parking lot and people were just running around. So, and as soon as I stepped outside, the cops were pretty much already here.
Oakland police say when they arrived, paramedics found one gunshot victim who died at the hospital. Another gunshot victim arrived at a nearby hospital sometime later. Police say that person is expected to be okay. They're still working to identify the shooter. No arrests have been made. A man who works at a Korean restaurant nearby witnessed the shooting.
Just this guy with the hoodie came by and started shooting. And that was it. And he just ran away. The police came.
Bay Area rapper and philanthropist Mr. Fab posted about the shooting, saying he was booked to be at the same event, but, quote, God had different plans. He also posted saying he would always remember Tan as a hustling go-getter with a world of ambition, drive, and courage. I'm Sarah Stinson reporting in Oakland, KRON 4 News.
So before I play this next clip, man, one thing this generation has a horrible ass habit of doing is posting their live location. You know, if you know for a fact you have people out there that want to do harm to you, the last thing you should do is post where you are. Give away your live location, and that's, you know, pretty much what led up to her demise. And because one, you know, you're making fun of this man that you unalived. Again, whether it's been out of self-defense or in cold blood. You know, from the interview that she did, you know, she said it was because, you know, the guy was threatening her, you know, and they're threatening her family, this and that. But either way it goes, you're making fun of him. You know, again, you know, even if, you know, that guy wasn't, you know, the best person, you know, he still has a family. He still has people that care about him. So, you know, people are going to feel a way about that, man. You know, so just advice, you know, to brothers and sisters out there, man. Don't post your live location, man. Don't, because you never know who's watching. You never know. So I'm going to play this next clip. Now, this is pretty much, you know, the events that took place. You know what? I'm going to just let the clip speak for itself, man.
I can't do shit. Come and nigga put his ass back on my line. They not like us. This is the car. We gon' light this shit up. Come on. Look, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Look, I said they not like us. Come on, girl, we this bitch. We gon' light this shit up. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Why would you make us mad? Told you I took who was bad. And you about to get dead like a baby dad.
You see, everything was all good, right? Until them shots got to ringing, you know, and then they said 2 people got hit. You know, one person, you know, was all right, but obviously the person that didn't survive this, you know, this woman, you know. But again, that's not okay, man. And she got exactly what she deserved, man. You know, that's why, you know, you gotta be careful what you say. Be careful what you say and what you do, because you never know, man. You know, certain actions that you do and say have consequences, man. And obviously, you know, she paid for what she said and did. So let's go ahead and get the scripts, man. I don't want to make this too long, but I'm gonna start with the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 21. And it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So obviously, you know, again, life and death are in the power of the tongue, man. Meaning, you know, you can have someone killed just off of something that you said, or unalived, I'll say, you know, because I don't know if YouTube will be sensitive if I use that word. But, you know, you can ultimately have someone, you know, put to death by something that you said, you know. That's why it says life and death, you know, in the power of the tongue. And then, you know, let me see. Yeah, I don't want to stop recording. Alright, Slakia, bear with me. Bam, that's it. James chapter 3 and verse 5 says, even so the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. No, again, just the point I want to make in bringing out, this particular scripture, because it could be, going into something else. But, just again, the tongue is a small part of the body. But again, it can do great damage as well, man. Because it says it boasteth great things. And indeed, that woman was pretty much boasting about unaliving her, her, even though, in today's standards, her boyfriend, but, that was really her husband, even though, that wasn't the first man that she was with, but she was pretty much bragging and boasting about that man, and, that's not okay. So pretty much, I'm assuming, does maybe the man's family members that, took vengeance upon that woman, and rightfully so, because again, that's actually, biblical law. If you slay someone, whether it be by accident or, unjustly, that, let me just get it, man. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, and I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, then shall ye appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares, and they shall be unto you cities of refuge for Slakia from the avenger, that the manslayer die not until he stand before the congregation in judgment. And of the cities which ye shall give, 6 cities shall ye have for refuge. Ye shall give 3 cities on this side Jordan, and 3 cities shall ye give in the land of Canaan. Excuse me, Slakia. Which shall be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be a refuge both for the children of Israel, and for the stranger, and for the sojourner among them, that every one that killeth any person unawares may flee thither. So yeah, man, in the land, as it says, we had 6 cities, for, again, the children of Israel to dwell in. I'm not going to go into, the specific locations at the moment because they're in Joshua, but there were 6 cities, that were set up again for the children of Israel to dwell, for strangers, again, Israelites, and, for the person that, the slayer, which, may have unalived someone, again, accidentally or on purpose, or intentionally, took someone out, and that's pretty much what those cities were for, cities of refuge, So I'm going to continue, verse 16, and it says, and if he smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. And indeed, again, even if that woman, took that man out of self-defense, she's bragging about it, so she's technically a murderer, you know. So the person that slayed her, you know, again, he had every right to do so. Because again, she's making fun of that man. What she did, she's making fun of it. Like, that's not funny, man. Nothing about taking another person's life is funny. You know, that's a very serious thing. You know, because again, there's a difference between killing someone out of self-defense, killing someone during war, you know, or just plain murder, you know, because that's in the law, man. Even though it says thou shalt not kill, it really means thou shalt not murder, you know. That's what you're not supposed to kill, you know, murder, Salakia. Because again, you know, it's okay to kill, but, you know, it has to be for a justifiable means, you know, again, like this, you know, which is going to go into. So, this is verse 18. Salakia, verse 17. And if he smite him with a throwing stone, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Or if he smite him with an hand weapon of wood, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. You know, so again, that is justifiable. So whoever took this woman out, you know, pretty much fulfilled biblical law, you know, because again, that woman was a murderer. Because again, if you know, you're not going to brag about taking someone's life if it was out of self-defense. She did it, you know, to try to boost her rap career, to try to get street cred, you know, which again, it led to her demise. And I just saw that video, you know, a couple of days ago, you know, and again, she just got slain 2 days ago. You know, it's Tuesday, so, you know, again, she got, you know, taken out on Sunday. You know, man, it's crazy, you know, and people just don't understand. This is why, you know, again, our people, you know what, let me just get it, because I don't want to ramble, man. I'm going to just let the scripture speak, man, but that was a very foolish thing to do. So I'm going to get the book of Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. And it says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And indeed, man, Slakia. And indeed, you know, that woman was wise to do evil, man. She's telling you, you know, pretty much what she had to do and this and that. But again, to do something righteous, to do something good, man. Our people don't have any knowledge, you know. They don't know how to do anything good, but they can tell you how to do anything wicked, man. But that was a very foolish thing to say and do, you know. And if anything, she should have moved to another city. You know, but again, that's the black woman for you, man. They have horrible choices in men, you know, and this is why arranged marriages was necessary to prevent things like that from happening. You know, preventing your daughter from marrying, you know, a man that wasn't fit for her, you know, I'll just say. And then we just went over this, you know, this past week, which, you know, I may just end it on this. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 23. And it says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. And indeed, man, that woman wasn't righteous. That wasn't, you know, a woman that, you know, feared the Lord. You know, she was proud. She is haughty. You know, she was a wicked woman, and ultimately, you know, that guy that she was with was wicked, because look what happened. She ended up unaliving him, man. You know, and this is why it says, and even though, you know, it says that because again, you know, a wicked woman ultimately is for a wicked man, and a, you know, a virtuous woman, I'll say, you know, is for a righteous man. You know, but in today's society, you know, that may not always be the case. You know, you may have, you know, a quote unquote good man, because you know none of us are good, but we know we're trying our best to do what's right, because we all went off, and that's what I mean. That none of us are are good, but you have decent men out there, that may be dealing with a wicked woman, and vice versa. You may have a decent woman that is dealing with a man that's wicked, but ultimately there's judgment, man, upon that man and that woman. Now they're both in the spirit world. She unalived him. She bragged and boasted about unaliving him, and ultimately, she's in the spirit world right with him. She thought it was funny, but again, man, pretty much, the moral of this lesson is, man, Akim and Akwath, just be careful what you're saying, do, man, because again, words, man, you know what? I'll end it on that, man, because again, you have to be careful what you say and what you do, because again, it can and will come back to bite you in the ass, man. No pun intended, because it's very serious, man. It's very serious. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 36, and it says, "But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment." So yeah, man, this past Sunday was the day that she was judged, man. So, there's no telling what she's up there telling the Lord. Well, Lord, why did you kill me? Look what you were down there doing. You boasted and bragging about taking a man's life, to try to capitalize off it, So she has to give account for those things, that she spoke on the earth, man. So again, be careful what you say. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say Shalom.